Hey, what's up, Dean? Super Performance. We are back. It's been a while. We've been super busy with a couple of aerial projects. Still working on the turntable with the new legs, and then I 3D printed like a little lever handle to control the switches. Trying to sort, like getting that 100% accurate so it controls all four at the same time. Then we got Wood's truck. Finally got Wood's truck in here. I did some banana palm leaves, like aluminum, for another company that works with this guy here. So we just finished those. I got Jonathan, the Red Ranger. If you go back a few videos, you'll see the Red Ranger with the drop suspension. I did all the suspension on the truck for him. Did an 8.8 swap in it. He loves the truck. He's been driving the truck, and now it's come time to do the swap. So originally he was thinking LT, which would be cool, be really expensive. But what we got him on was an Iron Block 6.0 that we dropped off at the machine shop, along with, basically I dropped off this motor, same motor, just without any internal parts in it, and I robbed the heads off of this one for him. They're 823 heads, the square port heads, so they're good heads. Dang, that's a trailer hitch. So I dropped it off to Rob. He's gonna go through it, do a couple of things. That's gonna be a bad bitch. Then we've got his TKM 5-speed, I believe. We got that through Tick Performance. We got, man, it's so bad in here, his camshaft kit, which I already brought like the valve springs and stuff up to Rob, but we got the cam, tilt-in hydraulic release bearing. I believe this is like an adjustable one. Then there's a strange slip yoke for the transmission, ARP flywheel bolts, push rods, the cam, believe okay, so we did in this one here, we did the Torque Max 2 for, I think it's like the the LS3 and L99, the Torque Max 2. So this thing should be pretty rowdy. Also, like their package, they have a package on that transmission, comes with everything, comes with a cross member. We don't need a cross member because they don't have one for that application, but we got a monster clutch, which, dude, this thing's pretty nice. I haven't fully opened it, but it's a alignment tool. It's got a couple of different pilot bearings in it. Then underneath everything, it's bolted to the clutch, is the billet flywheel. So that's gonna be cool. And then the ARP bolts for that. Then I got, this thing is pretty much all unbolted. I got a bunch of stuff off. I got the crappy dog shit exhaust off it, with the flex pipe. So this piece goes in here, and then it's welded. I mean, look at this thing. There's a tube, a piece welded. I mean, I don't even know what's going on here. And then you got this side over here with the original factory pipe, another tube shoved in. Like, this dude was crazy. And then this piece here, which you could see he worked it pretty good. Looks like he chucked it in a lathe, actually. And his lathe is just a giant piece of shit. But he turned the outer diameter down to fit inside of that pipe there, which you could tell Wasn't in very far. I mean, this is the width of my finger, and I'm not huge. And that groove's not even the width of my finger. So, pretty stupid. Transmission is unbolted. So, I unbolted the mount from underneath to the cross member. Really bad. I unbolted the mount from the transmission. So this is your original factory mount. It's a big square tube that comes across, goes in there. So instead of doing that, look at this chicken shit weld. Like, that is horrible. A little dot in there, little turd over here. So the other side's not any better. Then he's got the center support, and I showed all this in a previous video, I believe. But I'm pretty sure he tried to do this with, so I see MIG wire here, and then this, it looks like arc welding to me because of the way the slag chips off. But it also looks like he took a torch. Well, maybe that's what he put a hole, I don't know, but that's fucking horrible. Yeah, there you go. Some C-channel up in there. It's definitely arc welding. Terrible arc welding. And then the center support bearing that was completely out of alignment. Like, it sits, oh, I can't pick it up. This thing is on such an angle, and the bushing is not on that much of an angle. Pretty stupid. Then there was, holy shit. Okay, so I didn't see this. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's gotta be more. What is that? It's going to the fuel line. Oh, dude. What in the actual hell? It's going to the fuel line, the return. Which, that clamp missed. Yeah, that clamp missed. That's the feed. Oh. Huh. Right on the exhaust. You can see both lines run right up next to the exhaust. What a fucking idiot. And then you've got, there's the factory lines that are kinked over. So, if I'm not mistaken, if I was to undo this, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. It's insane. But I got the motor mount bolts out, both sides. Well, okay, let me be honest. There were none in the back. The ones that were in the top of the bucket had, I don't know if they were the wrong bolts or what, but they were like not threaded. So, like, it would walk and walk and walk, and then I had to like pry up on the head. Then all of a sudden it would catch and go. So maybe it was like, it had a shoulder on it or something, and the shoulder fell through the threads. I got the alternator off and on the 4.8. I got the 4.8 over here. It's on an engine stand because we got the camshaft kit coming for him. So I'm going to swap out the lifters like I always do to the good Gatorman lifters. And then, which, thought I had a set. Bet you Jeff stole them. Yep. Jeff stole them. But anyways, yeah, so we're going to swap out the Gatorman lifters, new buckets, new head gaskets. I'm going to put all new gaskets on this thing because however many miles are on it, might as well do it. It's out. It's easy to do. So I'll get this stripped down. And I also want to change all the O-rings in this plate. This is the non-DOD plate. So I'm going to change all the O-rings in that, change the oil pressure sensor, rear main seal, front seal, oil pan, head gaskets will be new, valve cover gaskets will be new. So it'll be good. But yeah, so I'm going to keep working on pulling this motor out. I think I've got everything disconnected from underneath. I've got everything disconnected from up top. I pulled the whole harness back on it and everything. So I should be ready to pull it out. Think so. So I'm gonna set this thing back down. Doesn't even fit between my lift if the arms are. Well, this was a bad idea yesterday, but yeah. So I'm gonna get back to work on this, and then once we finish this, which we're waiting for the transmission, we're doing a 4L80 in this, so both transmissions are being sent out to Better Built Transmissions. He's gonna do both 4L80s. He's a little behind right now, so he needs a little bit of time to do them. I think he said he's about 6 weeks out, which isn't horrible because that'll give me time to get that motor in. I have a mock-up housing for a 4L80 that I could throw in here. I gotta find a cross member for the transmission or make one. And then I can get the harness that he brought me. He brought me a new harness, not a new harness, but a new to us harness. So he brought me that to replace the one that this guy cut. I mean, he just literally did the big chop where the harness comes across over here. The big main section of it, he just clipped right through it. Which is stupid because you can pull the fuse box up and it's one bolt. Actually, on this one, you don't even have to unbolt it because when you pick the fuse box up, all the plugs stay in the bottom of the fuse box, which on his fuse box, those are all broke. So they either stay or they come with it, whatever their choice is that day. But we're gonna get it back in, get it up and running. We're getting long tube headers for it. I'm gonna do a 3-inch exhaust. So we'll see. Stay tuned. Okay, so I'm sitting down for a minute. It's hot, as you can tell. It's Florida. Just got done raining, so the humidity now is 8,000%. But I got it out. One piece. I was a little worried that the Allison was a little fat to fit through the frame rails, like how these motor mounts stick way out. But once the motor itself came out, it came right off. No big issues. So everything is out, and then I start noticing the stuff that you can't see that old guy did. I assume this is EGR, which I'm pretty sure it is. And he has an aluminum plate, thin aluminum plate that he sealed down, but then bent. And if you notice right there, you can see that it is cracked. So that would have never have worked. That would have been a huge intake leak, which it may have been already. And then he did the same thing here. He did a little aluminum plate with a ton of silicone. Silicone will not work on exhaust. I mean, whatever. I mean, at the least, the transmission's bolted in completely, every bolt. And the dipstick's actually mounted good. So there's that. So I imagine he never took the transmission off, because there's no way you would have been able to get all these bolts in. Well, I mean, from the looks of everything, this little piece of shit bolt for the exhaust that you could tell the nut went past and tried threading the rest of the bolt itself because it was too long. The motor mounts, he did dirt, I believe they're Dirty Dingo LSX plates. Well, they might not be. They're probably cheap Amazon, to be honest with you. But if you look, you see the bend in it across the bottom, how it's bent way out and then it bends back in. Then that's not even touching the block, so that's cute. Yeah, I mean, there's no bolt in that because there's no hole behind it. So, not that that's a big concern. 3 bolts will definitely hold it. But you can see he drilled and tapped a new hole there. So, I believe this bolt here was too long. Trying to see up in it. Yeah, you can see the ding in the block So the bolt was too long. He shoved it into the block, which could have cracked the block because the guy's an idiot. And on this side, you've got the two front Allens holding it. You got nothing, because there's no bolt holes there. There's an Allen in there. You can see the bend in it again. And there's the extra long bolt. It's hard to see it, but there's a gap between the actual motor mount. Like, you can see it's wiggling. There's a gap between the motor mount and the plate, and the bolt is actually, ow, there's a manifold there. Yep. Oh, look at that. The bolt is shoved into the dipstick tube. You could see it behind the purple wire. Oh my fucking god. Let's get that out. This guy, I tell you what. So, grab this. I had a socket. Probably lost it already. This. See if this will go in there. Yeah. Yeah, one bolt. And then, oh yeah. You can see the whole plate wiggling on that bolt there. And that's not even tight. Alright, let me get the Allen. Hold on. Okay, so I got the plate off. He cut it for some reason, probably to get it to shift. But look how bent that is. What a idiot. That hole there is definitely drilled and tapped. That one up there, I'm pretty sure is drilled and tapped. So, which, you know, that's not a big deal, but when you absolutely hammer the dipstick, no wonder why it won't go in. Oh, idiot. So anyways, these are garbage. I wouldn't even try to reuse these on anything. So that's just stupid. As a waste. Oh, I think those are like $45 or something like that. And now they go to the scrap yard. Let's see. Oh yeah, that one's in there, huh? Yeah, oh yeah, she in there. Hold on. Okay, I got this one out. Yep. She's bent. Not a big deal. Throw it away and start over. But the dipstick tube, that is concerning. But that's all I'm doing today. For now. Anyways, today I have to run and do some plumbing for a buddy of mine. Yep, I own a plumbing company. Pretty sure something punched me in my face. Yeah, oh yeah, that's better. Yep, good times. But yeah, I gotta run and do some plumbing for a buddy of mine, and then hopefully the shipper gets here this afternoon, gets that taken care of, and then tomorrow I think his camshaft stuff shows up. So if I come back over here today, I'll probably work on ripping the motor apart. Get that done and ready. And I still gotta order the gasket kit for it with the head studs. I think I'm just gonna do ARP head bolts on this one. You could just reuse, or not reuse, but could just use factory bolts. He's not boosting it, but he may boost it. I don't think he's gonna. I think we talked about it, and I don't think he wants to boost it. So there's really no point in doing studs, even though normally I would. I might. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll just call Tick and order a gasket kit through them and all that stuff. I gotta order a timing chain or timing gear and 2 cam plates. I might just order everything to take and be done. Yeah, might do that. But anyways, sorry it's been a while. It's just been crazy. I'll put a picture in of the banana leaves. I'll put it toward the beginning where I mentioned it, but they turned out really, really good. And we are back at the shop. I mean, been here, but back working on cars now. So there'll be this one, the Ranger, and my truck. Actually, I'll make a separate video on that one. But yeah, for now, that's it. Appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment. Have a good day.